Welcome to this amazing episode of Off the Record. Clearly, Leo, we are joined with one of Kenya's best DJs that you had of, if not the best, right?
Yeah.
Mr. C.
Mr. C.
Welcome on set.
Thank you so much.
Nasikiaje?
Nasikia fiti.
Fiti? You're good?
Yeah,
you're ready for the show? Hey, my friend, it's too soon. So, anyways, yeah, so...
Yeah, actually, something interesting about Mr. C. Yeah, off the camera, the demeanor he has in person is very different from what you see online.
Yeah.
Like you expect someone who's very vibrant, you know, set, but now he's, you know,
he's very calm, very demure, very cutesy.
And I guess that also translates to your profession. Like it's full throttle, quadex, but then again, all rounded. You're very, you sort of, you tend to be quite collected.
Yeah, I feel Nico Kwa said, I let the music speak. So.
Let the music speak, let the deck speak.
Yeah, so you're just generally that calm.
Yeah.
You don't do the kuongea kwa mic as you mix and do it.
Sometimes kuna kuanga na MC, but I prefer not to MC because nakuanga so much invested in the music that sina time ya kuongea hata.
And mostly, I feel like you blew up after people saw how good you are with transitions, right?
Yeah.
Your transitions are like out of this world. You play a song, we're expecting to hear Suji with unasikia beats, uko like, is it the beats that's just song? And kidogo, anaingiza hapo. Like you can even shikanisha rumba na mapiano. I don't know how you do these things, but like it's crazy. It's mind-blowing. How do you do this?
Actually, before that, speaking of transitions, how did you transition from Mr. C, actually utatuambia tu, the uni student, the high school student, did this thing start from way back, then uka transition to being a transition guru?
Well, I like that. See what it did there.
Like how did it transition like from way back?
So started playing music high school, like form 2, probably form 2. I think your time tulikuwa tumia virtual DJ, and then learning so learning campus, nianza na Riara, nianza kuplay like school functions too, na laptop. And then when I went to SIU now, kulikuwa na club right next to school.
Alikuwa Riara, kanda SIU. Okay, we're sorry. Nasema tuko off the record now.
Yeah, so tukaingia SIU, and then kulikuwa na club inaitwa Totilas. It's a local club right next to school. Like it's infamous, man. Your time yangu ilikuwa the thing. Like what students walikuwa wanatoka from Kwea, KCA, JKO at Daystar come to Thursdays.
Really?
And I used to play there on Thursdays. So I think hiyo vile wase walikuwa na come hiyo network nilikuwa na build also like umse nani. But by then nilikuwa DJ for fun. Because nilikuwa nafanya APT, which is applied computer technology. Na mazee mapirongo wanatoka LD, so unajua hapo so serious na
applied computer technology.
Yeah. So, it's related to whatever I'm doing right now because because niko into computers na natumenga tech.
But najua ukienda huko uni your parents wako na expect utakuwa DJ, right?
Yeah. So vile nilianza kuplay music, and from third year nilikuwa sikuwa na do, but nilikuwa financially independent. So sikuwa nauliza
how to be humble 101 class. Ati sikuwa na do, but nilikuwa financially independent.
You get like it was a local club, so do ulikuwa unapata from your local club haikuwa do ningepata probably nikiplay in a fancy gig. So after graduate to even budangu ako like, you want to do DJing or you want to,
So they had already grown sort of sizongu mbigi alikuwa shapigia mzee akamwambia umsana kwa DJ na he's really good whatever he's doing. So nilimaliza tu graduate by the so you I think mzee alikuwa comfortable akasema you do you now. So
So like you've always known from kitambo this is what you wanted to do. Like unajua tu, I want to be a DJ.
Yeah. 100%.
And your family, parents, siblings have supported you in this.
Yes.
What you do.
Yes.
That's amazing. Unasikia watu wengi wanakuwa zile success stories that you know me, my mom didn't want me to become a DJ. I don't think our African parents take DJ as a serious career, which is, I mean, I feel like nowadays we are past that. But kitambo, when you tell your parent that you want to be a DJ, I want to be an MC, mtu anakuangalia like, what do you mean? We're going to school to study, alafu kuja kwe DJ amukwe. You know, it was really frowned upon. But I'm glad like you have parents who totally understood what you wanted and supported you in your career. That's amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I also think, I believe that is what now even gave you confidence and sort of propelled you to be like, okay, now I want to be a DJ.
Yes.
For some reason, napenda kusema disc jockey as compared to DJ.
Who even says that in full?
Yeah. Disc jockey. So I mean, you now leave uni, you have your degree umeyeka kando, and you're like, it's now DJing full blown.
Yeah.
So where does it start? Where does it start that you're now moving from tortillas to big
stages?
Gigs,
oh
big
my God.
stages.
Yeah.
And even at that, where do you start to do transitioning DJing as compared to just mixing and
the normal
like
stuff?
Where did that particular taste and feel for, you know, doing whatever you do in a very unique way start?
So funny much. Ni Mista C, it's not DJ Mista C. So and nilikuwa intentional with that. Sikuwa nataka DJ right before my name because nilikuwa nataka wasa nichukue kazi an artist because I do so much when it comes to manipulating music. So vile Ella alikuwa anasema na feel mseme mix rumba na piano. Nilikuwa nataka ku bring you a different niche, like mtu akisikia Mista C ana play yako like any performance, it's just not playing music, you know. It's just msesi DJ peke yake because Ali mentioned that I also make music.
Yeah, you're a producer.
So yeah, I sample. I'm a sampler-based producer, so I sample music. So to me, nilikuwa nataka wasa ni recognized as an artist. So hata keep playing events natakanga niko hapo wasa nione vitu na do because there's so much I press, there's so much I try to do live. So yeah.
And really, to be honest, I'd say for Mr. C, the only way you'd understand what he's saying is by listening to his set.
Exactly.
Like there's just something about your set that if you just need to be there to know exactly how it goes and like how amazing it is. So yeah, I made the transitions and like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like this is brilliant. So is it like self-taught? Am I you went to a DJ school?
Yeah. Sijaenda DJ school by the way.
Oh wow.
Like kabisa. Nilianza ilikuwa tu playing music, nika notice tu kuna vitu nafanya ni wase walikuwa na mess na whatever I was doing.
God's favorite.
Your ID, your professional ID has been anchored on transitions. Virtual DJ, I can transition into now honing the entire art of DJ, and now it's your own skill. Do you know how hard it is to put a mapiano on an R&B song?
Right?
It is.
And you still feel like it has a groove to it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm still stuck there.
Talk to me about it. Do you like sit down and listen to an entire playlist to go, oh yeah, I think I can connect this to this particular song before you even do a live set?
Yes.
Is it only something playing in your mind?
Yeah.
It's just something natural for you? Go.
Yeah.
Be any beat, I'll mix it up.
I mean probably hata niseme ukinipea playlist yako ama play tu ngoma yote hapo nitakuwa kuna elements utasikia kwa ngoma niseme wa inaweza sound fit ikiko na this bassline ama iko na drums ama iko na, so that's how I come up with my mashups ama that's how I come up with like samples as well, like nikisikia tu mimi upenda kusikia like playlist za watu sana, hata niko kwa gari tunaambia mse just play whatever you want because niko into all genres but kuna specific nisikiza kama probably like I don't know indie music ama folk music but kuna kitu unaweza get out of it, so siwezi sema kuna genre sipendi but kuna kitu na get to from that specific sound naweza incorporate kwa my sets or nikikuwa tu tizi home. So
tuseme tu uko tu a musical ear because I mean not everyone would be able to do that. So it's just inborn. Must be nice.
And umesema something interesting that I really want to bug your mind on. Umesema you'd tell someone to play a certain song alafu you sort of juggle with it, and I'm assuming this is also how you've built some of your friendships as you cruise along. So speaking of friendships, are they solely anchored on Mr. C the DJ ama when vitu zimeshinda zikitransition and you're like, oh yeah, so I sort of also brought my family along, my family of friends along with my talent. Have you lost also, you know, some concrete friendships? I mean, how has your profession also played out in the friendship perspective of your life?
Yeah, I feel like that's a very good question by the way. Because wasi wengi uniuliza hivi. Nikikuwa campus, of course, mabeste wangu yo time, hiyo circle ilikuwa different sana nye. Nimepata like saizi circle yangu it's, you know, wasi tunena na watu wanakuja gigs zangu. But nimetry ku balance. Of course, my family comes first. Like niko closer to them, so I talk to them about everything. But at the same time, wasi tumetoka na from the ground up wananijua na wao ni refer to vile Ella amenita leo nikiingia hapa we like Colin Samu, that's your name. So I was like,
well, I can explain. Mimi nilikuwa najua Transitional ID. So mimi nilisema
before we move on. These two good people, they were in the same primary school.
Shout out to Hill School, Eldoret. Imagine to Eldoret.
Collins bado badini.
No, I don't call him that, but I just call him Mr. C. Even to Papa says, or pale ID kwa gate. We do the thing. But
yeah, you were saying something.
Yeah, so nime try to maintain your friendship na right now it's really hard for me to know like nani yako intentions zake ziko poa saizi juu niko kwa limelight ama kuna mseto wako right next to me because ana enjoy the benefits that Mr. C na kama Mr. C. So but wasa nimetoka now from the you know way back bado tuko nao.
Niko na swali. Unakuanga na expectations whereby if you have a gig you expect your friends to show up for you and then now when they fail to show up it makes you feel some type of way. Does it, how do you handle that? Do you ever feel like if you're my boy you should show up for my gigs, if you're not showing up then you're not my friend?
Yeah, sometime like kwanza kuna specific nyena invite mabesta wangu cause najua I'm going to do something, it's a huge event, it's a huge gig for me, so lazima come. And then probably wasipo come niko like, you know what happened. But yeah, I'm used to it. Like najua sasa nikienda club ama nikienda event like kuna wase tu wamekuja kusikia Mr. C, so niko fiti.
Oh, that even makes you feel better, right? Imagine someone who doesn't know you but then they just know your name, like they don't know you personally but they're there to listen to your set. I feel like that's even more fulfilling, right? Hujapata mabeshte wa uko na gig nipatie tickets. Maybe as a kwambia kwa simpatie tickets za even kuna senior name kwa lineup ya DJs.
Hata leo nilikuwa na-explain na mbona phone yangu inakonga D&D because DJ iko na event comps watu wataka complimentary tickets like so
uduaje unapenga nani upenda like how do you?
I mean nikiget na ukiniambia mapema mi upenda like first come first like we'll come na kupea but says it's too late for me to get the tickets because events is like in the next 5 hours so hata sina tickets but nikikonga nayo mtu angeniambia 2 weeks 3 weeks but niombe sawa, you know.
Okay. Well, that bothers me in a way because I'm trying to think of how much is a transactional friendship to the point of I only come to Mr. C when I need a ticket. I only come to Mr. C when I need to go to this gig for free. I mean, because it bothers me. Pia mimi as a journalist, there are some places someone calls you akiwa kwa, you know, aka tight spot, sticky situation. Yes, unajua X and X. You know, you have like a prominence of some level. And it bothers me, Nico. So my friendship only means something to you only when
there's something
you need
getting out of it.
Aren't you bothered? Ama, does it not bother you that you might have friends but they're actually not friends? I mean, how does that sort of materialize in your head even as you, I mean, you're growing, so even as you continue being bigger? Yeah,
I mean, like hii industry imenipea a lot of experiences. Najua tu vile nimesema kuna wasa wanakuanga na really bad intentions. Huwezi jua cause kuna mtu anatafutanga tu juu ya, you know, anataka kupata tickets za event ama anataka kujuana na mtu and nishajua at the same time kuna watu najua how genuinely wanapenda shit na do na wanadai kuwa tu, you know, around me, so it's I can tell.
Me imagine I have a contrary opinion. I feel like most relationships are based off, it's unfortunate but that's the reality, they're based off what you can get out of it. Think about it in most romantic relationships. You're with that person because you know there's something you're getting out of them.
It's always
there's something you get. tends to feel like most, if not all, relationships are transactional.
Not almost all, it's actually all.
Yeah, so it's close to impossible to get at it. No, we're just friends, just like that. Okay, I know we can be friends, I get you, there's that, but it stems from a point where there's something, maybe there's something we share that is so deep, that is so common, that makes us be who we are. That's why we can hang together and do stuff together.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, because you see, let me just use your example, Mr. C is a DJ, and let me assume on holidays, weekends, though on big gigs, like you can't find me. Yeah. So for Mr. C's friend, lazima ajialaina, I can only hang out, I can only spend time with Mr. C at a particular time frame of the week. And pia wewe unajua, I can only give myself to this particular person when I'm not doing my gigs. It's very transactional, but it shouldn't be taking advantage of each other. It shouldn't be very manipulative. Yeah, and I mean, even bamba tu nikijua, there's someone who's very intentional with what I do, and they actually want to fit into my schedule, just the same way as I do that. Yeah, and speaking of fitting into schedules, that I was going to ask you, how do you feel like now that from what I've been seeing, you're usually very booked, so it means most of you barely have free time. Yeah. Does that affect your personal relationships with people around you? Either your friends, family, do you get to have time to spend with them? It's hard to find time to be with people. How has it affected relationships?
Especially saizi ni noma sana kunipata. So at least Monday I get rest, maybe Tuesday, but sinanga personal time like kuna mabeste wangu. Sana hata kuna maboys wangu niko like hey budo umetusahau. Ama pia my dad even calls like hey you have to come home like but saa weekends I can't even come home. Monday ikifika nasikia tu kulala the whole day. Kama nikikuwa tena gig home LD somewhere there, I have to come back the next day I don't know, Tuesday niko na meeting, Wednesday nafaa kuwa hapa, so for sure it may affect. Last Christmas I was going home, like I was working on Christmas. Oh no. Your period yote hiyo nilikuwa na gigs throughout the 31st, so imekuwa tu noma. But I've been wanting to take a break for quite some time now, just like a personal break, a whole month maybe, just to
muhimu.
Is it that important to you that you actually want to take a break for it?
Yeah, it is. It is really important, because na feel saizi nimekuwa like kind of step away from the people like they mean a lot to me, especially my family and friends, because sinanga time kabisa. I rarely see them like once in a while. Sinanga time, so I want to take a break. Probably ni bona mzai tena na madhe, alafu I need my time as well, man. You know, they to chill, play music sana.
You and your person maybe or well,
see what you did there.
I mean, and also I mean there's that level of friendship. That's a very personal friendship. But let's talk about prominent friendships, celebrities, big companies, big brands. How are you forging sort of partnerships with this individual? I don't know to put examples, including the best one you've had as of yet. The biggest event, the biggest individual. And also, is it something that has been carried forward to a very personal interaction? I might give me my bag to Bakivo, equal to a portfolio I once worked with X and X company. How has that been for you? Yeah,
feel like we work now really big brands this year. Start off with Raha Fest, the Raha Fest that happened. So they're having another event, 30th and 31st. I'm gonna play as well. So we'll play at the video and Abadona play, and then we'll talk about FX Pesa. Pia may build like a really good connection with them. And then when it comes to public figures, Kina Bensol, Kina Savara, those are people like Nico,
Okay.
I won't say like really close, but we talk and hopefully tafanya projects very, very, very soon. So Bensol personally, ni best yangu amekuwa home kwetu, tumechill naye the whole time.
I saw it on your IG stories.
So Bensol si work naye sana. Kina Chris Kaiga pia, kuna Mura the DJ is a producer, really, really talented. Just to mention a few. So kuna public figures out there. Tuna see work now, in terms of live, like I said before, I do live performances. So kuna time nakuneza kwa na Sedo, so we used to work with Sedo.
The producer.
The producer. McKinley, ni jazzist, you play trumpet, and also I want to say niko na hawa so easy because I want to change the game, you know, just going into more of like live performance.
Also, you want everything to be live performance.
Nataka tu everything I do, if making a beat, John, I make beat hapo. So si ati kitu nifanya
make it live.
That's
interesting. Interesting.
Did you ever see yourself get there? Like, imagine one day utakuwa unasema venye, yo, Savara is my boy. So, okay, so just say is your boy, but you know what I'm saying? Like, working with this very big artist and being on these great stages, like these big stages. Do you ever see yourself get there?
Kwanza vile nilicheki Savara alini DM, ako like, yo, I need your number, we need to work. Niko, no. So nilionyesha boys wangu, Savara nilichukua screenshot ako like, uongo, lazima tuko hapo tucheki. And then he called like, I don't know, like a week later. Nilimtumia tu namba and then he called. He was like, yeah, I need you on, I think alikuwa na like EP launch yake, your time. So yeah, and ever since amekam gigi yangu ati mwenye personally amekuja dika Dex kunisikia. So
wow, that's amazing.
Savara has a special place in my heart.
I love seeing romance.
Exactly.
That's nice.
That's
really nice.
Even as it has contributed to your professional growth, how has it contributed to your creativity growth?
You see, hata nikisikia Savara kuja gigi yangu niko like, I have to do myself, you know, like lazima nifanye something special so that I feel ama alinitumia EP yake the like three piece means like the vocal, the instrumental, the vocals and the whole song. So I try to manipulate, I try to come up with my own remixes of it. Hata Benzo like nitumia so Savara personally, I'm a Benzol. I feel like they're really good songwriters. You know, hata ukisikia the lyricism, it's heavy. It's heavy. Yeah, so when nikisikia niko also inspired, nataka kuwork na nataka kuna mseka studio. Nikimpea two beats na John anaweza fanya something, you know. So yeah.
Okay, let me ask you. Kidogo off topic, but which one would you say, the stages you've performed, which was your biggest? Like which one would you say can be like was your highlight?
Highlight of the year so far?
But let me narrow it down to the of the gigs on umekuwa. Or just generally, it might even be the first big gig you ever did, like your highlight so far.
Oh, my highlight so far would be okay, nikona mbili.
It's okay.
The first one, Yashinsky alikuwa na Shin City ya kwanza, I think sides Two Rivers, and then event organizer happened to be one of my friends. Like, sikuwa na jonga na an organizer, and like he does events and all. So he called, he's like, we're in short of DJs. See your time ilikuwa 2021, hakuna mtu alikuwa ananijua. Niko like, we need you like now. Katoka USIU, unajua nilikuwa USIU, nikatoka straight, nikaenda around 7. Set niliplay your day, probably changed my life. Because kina Joe alikuwa, kina Joe Mfalme, kina and mtu alinisikia hiyo day ndo alinipea actually gigs zangu zote. I was like, when nani hatukujui, just take my IG and that happened so fast. Like nikaanza tukupata gigs Click, I don't know. Click Lounge your time. No, sijui kama unajua Click Lounge. Ilikuwa Ngong Road hapo.
Heard of it, yeah.
And then the second one ilikuwa Dope Caesar. Sijui kama unajua demaitwa Dope Caesar. DJ flani mnoma sana from Nigeria. She came to Kenya probably was March
Much of
yes, yeah. And we do more or less, you know, the same. Like we think the same. I see a lot of
similarities in what you
me
do.
and her, you know, her and me, and so Bilali come and Bilali lichezeo day hata sijui. Hiyo set ilikuwa tu, we really had nice sets, the both of us, but kila mtu aliona kitu, alikuwa na whatever we did, and to blow off. Personally, me Joanna anajulikana sana. Yeye unajua yucheza UK, yucheza Ibiza, yucheza so
Ibiza, okay.
Yeah, yucheza everywhere actually. So yeah, that was one of my best sets ever. I would say that, yeah. Summertime as well. Niko na highlights more. Buliko Summertime.
Actually, his set was my favorite. And as I say, it's because it's true. Me, I was at Summertime. It was amazing. Diani vibes pale. But yeah, it was a very, very nice set.
Yeah. Probably could have to understand the hustle and the creativity that goes into how you do your DJing. It's not just patching one song and trying to blend it to another. I mean, I feel like I'll be doing your craft a disservice if I try to explain it. So, do you explain it like?
Yeah.
What exactly? How do you manipulate the deck to?
There's so much that happens by the like mtu akikuwa hapo kanda decks na msenaelewa music na atajua umefanya hivi because kuna vitu umefanya na watu wana dance to watu wameelewa sana. Juzi nilikuwa event ilikuwa inaitwa Redeem Wars na the event organizer was very specific. I'll say I want Mr. C to be the opening DJ because nataka wase wa feel kitu enda kudua silewe sana. Sitaki acheze around once and watu wamelewa ile internet. Okay. And it worked, like watu walikuwa like wow. Okay, tumesikia stuff. But I'll just explain like vitu mufanya. So nakwanga now an extra controller, it's a sub-controller connected to the decks.
All right.
I sample, you know, I try to sample beats live. I try to play melodies over songs live. Wow. Nakwanga nyingine inaitwa MPC live 2, hiyo ni beat production. So nilikuwa na Afrobeats been branch, sijika ulicheki, but anyway, you can do finger drumming. You can live loop. Live looping basically means naeza record, naanza kucheza bassline, and then after that ningize maybe guitar, and then after that I can do drums. I do that as well. So I do live looping and making beats. I loop and make beats live, yeah, if it makes sense. So yeah, I just try to nataka kupewa experience different wakisikia music. Nataka nikikuplay probably Ben Soul ama nikuplay Sauti Soul, ukisikia SJ sikia Lazizi inaweza sound poa na probably like a drum. Najua Lazizi vile nakwanga tu na guitar peke yake, it's acoustic. So play drums in over it inaweza sound even way better. So yeah, there's just so much elements natakanga na feel ngoma inafaa kuadiwa. Inafaa kuna vitu mob saa zingine ngoma inafaa kuadiwa. So that's
acha tunikuulize hapo venye umesema unafanya hizi tu live. You never think ati maybe kitu inaweza backfire. Unajua kufanya kitu live hapo ujui outcome, unaweza try then upate my friend. You're doing your own thing.
That's why kuna sound check. But okay, that's why kuna sound check, but at the same time nikiblana mtajua nafanya live.
Oh yeah,
no,
actually.
It's not recorded. It's not recorded.
That's the greatest defense you can ever get.
It's not recorded. Niki mess up ni sawa.
Yeah, nataka kurudisha tena kidogo tu kwa story of friendship. So hata naweza pata now that saizi I believe financially you're doing better than you were because of the gigs you're getting here and there and sometimes inakutoa unapata uko na mabishto yako kuna venye mlikuwa the same level right now maybe you're not, and I mean you're doing good for yourself, that's a good thing, shouldn't be looked at as a bad thing, but now unapata it becomes difficult to hang out kwa invite kwa some things kwa mtu anakuambia tricky siwezi come sina hiyo do. Me hata it happened to me. Well, sometimes you want to invite someone to like your I don't know, a birthday, an event you're doing, and someone genuinely wants to come, but umepeleka birthday yako Diani, mimi nitafikaje Diani, nitalipiaje accommodation na vitu kama hizo. How do you handle such things? Because you really want to spend time with them, but sasa kidogo hamja align financially.
First of all, the fact that I don't drink, nikikuita niko na complimentary ingine ride yangu nika.
You don't drink?
I don't drink.
Mr. C ukunywa wapi?
I don't drink.
Why
for real?
Why are you shocked?
This is Nairobi. Who doesn't drink in Nairobi? Oh my God! What?
I don't do drugs as well, so please.
No, nakwanga kwa club na walevi na. You don't drink?
Yeah, I don't drink.
Talanta inatuweka hapo. Eti why? How do you explain why? Okay,
but so to my next point, nikikuita kwa ni best yangu. Unajua niko na ride nyingine crazy because nikienda events wananiulizanga unadai kukunywa nini. So I could literally nikikuita by then nikwambia nadai come. Naweza kutisha anything unataka. I'm just saying nikienda event.
When you're tunakunywa. Okay, I don't drink. Where excessive consumption of alcohol is harmful to your health. Just say.
But if Nick invite my boys wangu, they know that it's my treat for sure. Whether can and hata kani out of town gig tukienda Nakuru, probably if I'm not driving, like naweza kia mafuta ama kitu kayo tu.
You got them.
Inakwanga tu on me. Inakwanga on me.
Okay, so you've never experienced your situation. You don't hang out with someone, but it becomes tricky.
No.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you always like intentional? Well, with friendships, are you always intentional with how you want to maintain the friendships and how you want to grow the friendships in your ever-evolving spaces? Are you very intentional to the point of, I know Ella is my friend, and me as Mr. C, I know by the time in Africa next year, I want Ella to compliment me as much as I compliment her.
Salina ka deep, hata sijakuelewa.
I think namwelewa.
Namwelewa? Okay.
Yeah, like intentionality yako with friendship.
With friendship, okay.
Yeah, alinita kwa example leo. Si ati I was shocked but nilikuwa Yeah man, nimemiss hata kuitwa kitu. Hakuna mtu nimezoea tu Mr. C, nimezoea uko wapi leo. So I feel like I miss the close people I usually had to hang out with. Saizi kila mtu ananijua, like kila mtu ananijua na it's kind of, I'm not used to that. Sikuwa ready for that attention. So wasenye nimezoea probably hata stay so itangi kwa gigi yangu. I'd prefer Monday ama Tuesday siku yenye niko free na chill na watu wasi maboys wangu kabisa. Yeah.
As we
wrap up,
right. How big does Mr. C want to go?
Oh.
And I want to be internationally known, you know. It's coming, it's imminent, probably next year, or I don't know. Nataka play Afro Nation, nataka kucheza kwa Coachella, nataka kuwa the first Kenyan DJ to play at Tomorrowland, and it's gonna happen. So save this date.
Please.
Save
Yes, please. It was said here.
It was said here.
It was said here first. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for coming on set, Mr. C. It's been amazing. Good vibes. As usual, Pale with Moz.
As usual.
Yeah.
But swali ya mwisho kabisa.
Oh, okay. All right.
This is something nimekuwa nikiuliza everyone I meet. If given a chance to do one thing that you feel will change your life forever, just one thing, what would it be for Mr. C?
That's some deep shit.
Just one thing. You have the powers to control, you know, fate. What's the one thing you do?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass that for now.
I was on the hot seat. What?
You tell me yours.
Okay.
You tell me yours.
Yeah, over time imekuwa ikichange, of course. But yeah, hata si sahi, it's something. Of course, if it changes a lot, then I'm not being real to myself. But the one thing I always want to do is be in a space where I'm genuinely happy with the things I'm doing, without feeling the pressure of pleasing anyone, or even changing my course for the sake of the people I love.
Wow.
Including my partner, including my children. I always want to have that kind of contentment. Because I believe with happiness, I can find myself in any form of disposition, whether good or bad, high or low, na bado nitakuwa poa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really nice. Wow.
My teacher, I'm just breathing in and out because just happy to be here.
Okay. Don't feel the pressure to
think about
say
it.
so. Yeah. But something to ruminate
really
on.
nice.
Yeah, something to ruminate on.
Yeah, that's really amazing.
Anyway, let's fungia tumekuwa the gentleman.
Anyways, it's been real. It's been good vibes as usual. And thanks for coming again and again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So until the next one, see you on the next episode.
Oh yeah.
Adios.
Adios.